and welcome to this 300th edition of County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the next half hour, thousands of county residents volunteer on a day of service honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The Board of Elections is in desperate need of election judges. And later, the county's top official is named Washingtonian of the Year. But first, County Executive Ike Leggett continues hosting FY17 operating budgets throughout the county. This week, it was a full house at the Silver Spring Civic Center. On this forum, the executive announced that there was good and bad news. The projected deficit is between $135 and $140 million instead of $180 as first estimated. This has to do with a higher income tax distribution from the state. During this packed forum, many residents advocated for education.
We just want to make sure that we have a promise from you that you're going to continue to support our schools, support our teachers. There's a lot of negative information in the papers now about teacher unions. We need to get the truth out that, we aren't bad people and we want to be able to afford to live and work in Montgomery County.
There's no way for me to resolve the budgetary challenge that we've just described that continue to exist without making some further adjustments somewhere in the budget and or additional resources. So if you look at what has been projected, what has been added to the budget, and programs and services that have been delineated over the last few years, there is a mismatch. You can't literally achieve that unless you either have reductions in the budget or you have some increase in revenue.
The executive has talked about an increase on the property tax.
I see that the services that are being provided with my taxes are of quality. So if we can continue to provide quality services, then we should be able to figure out a way to make taxes go up a little bit and provide some of those things that we want.
Council members Tom Hawker and Mark Ehrlich were present during the forum.
I'm not interested in raising taxes for the pure purpose of raising taxes, but to the extent that we've got identified needs and I can't satisfy one need without cutting somebody else's need, we need to have honest discussions about what it takes to run this county and take care of the people in the county.
For more information or to view the budget, visit montgomerycountymd.gov/open budget. The Metropolitan Washington Council of Governments is an association that brings area leaders together to discuss major regional issues. Recently, County Council Vice President Roger Berliner was elected to chairman of the board. Susan Kennedy reports.
Berliner was first asked to serve on the Council of Governments back in 2007. He was vice chair of the board last year, and this year will sit as chairman of the board.
I would like to nominate Montgomery County Council Vice President Roger Berliner for board chairman. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Berliner says he appreciates the quality of leadership at the Council of Governments and plans to use that expertise to build better connections between leaders.
So to have the opportunity to lead this group and lead our region for a year is really, I am quite honored. One of the wonderful things about serving at COG is that you do build these relationships. And so what I have done is worked with Fairfax County on transportation issues. I've worked with Prince George's County on similar sets of issues. And those relationships start here. And so you start learning from your colleagues what their issues are. You see the commonalities and you say, let's work on this together. So that helps our region, it helps our county, and I hope this work will continue in that vein.
Goals for his term as chair include increasing economic competitiveness and addressing the transportation needs of our area, which includes the State of the American Legion Bridge and Metro.
Making Metro in the next 40 years a world-class system. Metro cannot fail, and so we really want to help make sure that Metro is everything we want it to be, aspire it to be, plus to grow our regional economy. For far too long we have competed. We need to now move into a new era of collaboration and grow our economy, not cannibalize it as we have in the past.
There's definitely a sense of frustration out there
Newly appointed Metro Chair Paul Wiedefeld, just into his second month on the job, was on hand for Berliner's first meeting as chair. And from his perspective, Berliner is the right candidate to lead the Council of Governments through the challenges facing agencies across the board.
What I've heard from him and speaking to him, it's not only just what's happening today, which is, super important, but that's my job, but he's also thinking further down the road and thinking into the future.
I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
County Executive Ike Leggett has released his recommended $4.4 billion FY17 capital budget and 6-year FY17 to 22 capital improvements program. The budget includes $1.57 billion for the modernization of Montgomery County Public Schools, as well as $305 million for improvement programs at Montgomery College. On transportation, it includes $192 million in funding for the Purple Line and also for road maintenance, $117 million for the Affordable Housing Acquisition and Preservation Project. Keeping on job creation and business growth, the budget provides support for the White Flint and Wheaton redevelopments, as well as the White Oak Science Gateway. For more information on the capital budget, visit montgomerycountymd.gov. On January 27th, the County Council will hold its first town meeting of the year in Clarksburg. Council members and community leaders are looking forward to the exchange.
It's the fastest growing community in Montgomery County, Clarksburg. Hundreds of new homes, schools, and growing commercial centers have contributed to the community's explosive growth. According to the latest census numbers, Clarksburg has grown more than 650% in the last decade, with a population of more than 15,000 residents. As the council prepares to hear from residents of the community in an upcoming town meeting, priorities for the future of Clarksburg are on the minds of leaders there.
For us, the road safety is very important. The development of Stringtown Road, of the intersections like 355 and Brink Roads. Schools are very important for us. The opening of the new Clarksburg Damascus Middle School, things like the new fire station, where that's going to be, when that's going to come. And of course then all of the development. And with the development comes concerns about the 10 Mile Creek and the safety and the health of the 10 Mile Creek for not only our community but the surrounding communities as well.
Hi.
Councilmember Craig Rice represents the town of Clarksburg. He says things are progressing in the right direction, but he wants to see the county continue to put its foot on the gas pedal in getting the town the amenities it needs.
We still need a library. We still need a fire station. We still need to make sure that Clarksburg Town Center ends up being the town center that everybody expected and were promised that it would be. All of those things need to happen, including traffic mitigation, making sure that there's access to transit, all of those kinds of things for a burgeoning and growing community that is one of the fastest growing in Montgomery County, that represents really what the core of Montgomery County is.
Council President Nancy Florine says they are always looking for new ways to reach out to members of the community, and that the town meeting is one of the best forums to interact with residents on a more personal level.
It's really important for us to get out there and spend some real quality time listening to the residents up there, hearing their concerns and working with them. We want them to feel as completely engaged as the residents in Silver Spring and Tacoma Park, and a lot of that involves us showing up, and that's what we're going to do.
The town meeting will be held at Rocky Hill Middle School in Clarksburg, just off Route 355, and it will start at 7:30 p.m. In Clarksburg, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
Coming up on County Report This Week, primary elections are just around the corner, and the county is seeking volunteer election judges. And thousands gather at the county's conference center to participate in a day of service. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap us next Sunday. 60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going.
Recycle more now.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Thank you for watching. The primary presidential election will be held in the state of Maryland on April 26, and the county's Board of Election reports to be short on volunteers to serve as election judges. Here is Dr. Gilberto Zelaya from the board to talk about what is needed. Dr. Zelaya?
Yes, the Montgomery County Board of Election is in need of 3,500 election workers to serve during the presidential elections. Individual must be registered to vote in the state of Maryland and at least 17 years of age. We are also in need of bilingual election judges in numerous languages, especially Spanish, Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese, and also Amharic.
Thank you, Dr. Zelaya. For the application and more information, visit 777vote.org. Recently, the Montgomery County Planning Board visited the town of Kensington to see how the area has changed since the 2012 Kensington Master Plan. The tour was part of Chair Casey Anderson's plan to get the board out to many diverse areas of the county, including those that are not currently undergoing a master plan update. The Montgomery planning team has a recap.
There was a lot of community input to this parking lot. Few people.
Well, today we are having a tour for the Montgomery County Planning Board and senior planning and park staff of the town of Kensington. And we are seeing all aspects of the town, from the historic areas to the wonderful new environmentally sensitive parking lot that the town's constructed near the Mark Rail Station, to all the open space around the Warner property, which is right at the heart of downtown historic Kensington.
Well, usually when we come into a community, it's because there's thought to be some significant redevelopment potential. People are sometimes anxious about what it means that we're looking at a plan and the possibility of change. So we want to make sure that we can come to check in with communities even when there's no planning activity that's underway or any redevelopment activity, so we can make sure that we're in touch with what people are thinking, what's going on, and do our jobs better outside of the context of having to come in and look at a very specific land area that is potentially going to be redeveloped in the near future.
Nice to have them back, as I said, to refresh what we're expecting here. And we are anticipating some redevelopment plans, and so it's good to have them back and continue to take interest in the town. The master plan really is going to help the economic engine of the town. Kensington's very unique in that it still has the original railroad running through it, the historic aspect, but also it has a lot of newer homes, younger families are moving in, and there's a lot of energy, and we're eager to get moving on redevelopment and revitalization.
We really appreciate the town of Kensington. Pete Fosselman and the staff from the town's government have been fantastic, and it's great to be out here and just bumping into people on the street, getting to talk to them and see their community is really a lot of fun.
Thousands helped make their community a better place by volunteering at Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service events across Montgomery County. My MC Media's Willie James Inman has a story.
Our objective in Montgomery County is to really expose people, particularly younger people, to volunteerism, get them excited about it. So this is kind of a jumping off point, a beginning point for volunteering. It's not just something that they want them to do one day a year, go away and forget about it.
Over 3,000 people pitched in to help their community with service projects in Silver Spring, North Bethesda, and Gaithersburg for Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Those projects include anything from making cards for veterans to making pillows that we'll be donating to the elderly in nursing homes.
One of our main programs is what we're calling the Hunger-Free Zone.
Here in North Bethesda, 80,000 meals were prepared, which is just a part of the 100,000 in a day goal set throughout the county. Everyone was excited about helping those in need.
As a family, we wanted to be committed toward our community, and it's something that we've been looking for an opportunity to do for throughout the year.
We tried to get in, and parking was full, and everybody's just been so helpful and great, but a ton of people, and it's great to see everybody turn out for such a good thing.
It makes me feel good to see that people are actually out from different organizations, Boys and Girls Club, all the Greek Leggett organizations and different community groups, and we're all here on our day off volunteering to give back, so it's really empowering.
I came here to finish what Martin Luther King started.
Local leaders also lended a hand.
Martin Luther King Day is not a day off, it's really a day on. And if you look at the life and legacy of Dr. King, he stressed community service, giving back to others.
Unless you see it, you just can't believe what's going on here. And it's there. Everyone is enjoying themselves doing it. They feel good about themselves doing it. So it's just a remarkable day.
Folks coming together to make sure that we can do everything that we can to help out our fellow constituents here in Montgomery County. That's really great.
I'm Willie James Inman for County Report This Week.
Coming up on County Report This Week, MCPS launches a campaign so no student is left without a library card. And County Executive Ike Leggett participates in a White House panel. We'll tell you why. Stay tuned. County Report This Week. We'll be right back.
County residents are required by law to clear sidewalks in front of and alongside their properties within 24 hours of the end of a snowstorm. Working together, Montgomery County can stay safe and warm this winter. Good neighbors clear their sidewalks of ice and snow. For more information, call 311 or go to montgomerycountymd.gov/safe sidewalks.
Hey, mister, down here. You illegally passed the stop school bus. I'm placing you in timeout, and this timeout means big fines, plus you really could have hurt somebody. That's why school buses are being equipped with video cameras to help kids like me stay safe, so respect the bus.
This message brought to you by FEMA. Home fires occur most often in winter. Keep anything that can catch fire at least 3 feet from heating equipment. And never use an oven to heat your home. Stay in the kitchen when frying, grilling, or broiling food. Turn space heaters off when you leave the room or go to bed. Make sure all vents are clear of snow and ice to allow carbon monoxide to vent outside. Have your furnace, heating system, and chimneys serviced each year by a qualified professional. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. School and county officials gather at Harmony Hills Elementary School to kick off the Library Link campaign and discuss the importance of connecting students with local libraries. NCPS TV has more on the event.
We are launching this campaign to make sure that every student in Montgomery County receives a library card.
Community members and county leaders came together at Harmony Hills Elementary School to launch Library Link, a joint partnership between Montgomery County Public Libraries and Montgomery County Public Schools that will give every public school student a library card and access to all the resources that the county libraries have to offer.
Today marks a partnership between two very important cornerstones of our county, our Montgomery County Public Libraries and the Montgomery County Public Schools.
By making sure that we have this linkage between our public libraries and our public schools, that's really government that works. That's bringing together the different elements of our county to make sure that we're serving every student.
This great partnership, this is another example of us all working together to do what's right for all of our children.
With 21 public branches across the county, Montgomery County's public libraries not only provide students with access to millions of books and magazines, they also offer computers and digital tools that support their learning beyond the school day.
We have these kids who are in our schools. I want to see them in our libraries. We want to come to the libraries and start this wonderful relationship so that at the end of the day, our kids are excited, they're exploring, they're learning, the achievement gap is getting smaller, and we're going to have wonderful residents going forward because of the work that we're going to do together.
Delicious monkey's heart. The crocodile slivered into the water.
After the event, County Executive Leggett read a book to students and answered their questions.
And based on this program, County Executive Ike Leggett was invited to participate in a White House panel to share information on the county's nationally recognized library programs and commitment to ensure that every county child enrolled in school can receive a library card. This White House meeting is the first ever national, bringing together chief elected officials, school superintendents, and library leaders to explore how to build stronger partnerships to improve education outcomes for all children. Montgomery College business students are applying their business savvy to help the less fortunate in our community. MCTV's Carolina Galeano has the story.
They say it takes 7 seconds to make a first impression, and Montgomery College students entering the workforce get that. This is why you'll find a handful of business students empowering other county residents, the result of a Walmart-funded grant they won through the MC Enactus chapter.
The One Heart Project is a job readiness skills program that targets individuals who are homeless and in shelters, and we teach the women there job readiness skills that can help them acquire a secure job. With the help of various speakers that come in to the workshops and actually facilitate that workshop, but it's solely run by students. So what we're doing today, we're bringing in clothes that were donated from the Germantown campus English department. So we're giving it to the ladies, they're picking out what they want to wear. It's kind of a fun way, to incorporate how to dress. So that's really exciting.
The Dress for Success workshop was a culmination of 7 weeks in which the participants engaged with experts like first impression fashionistas from Athleta, a Gap Incorporated company.
I hope that we were able to actually give them some really great knowledge and empower them to find their confidence in how they dress for success, what they wear when they're getting back out into the workforce and interviewing. It's been really exciting to work with Montgomery College, working with Audrey, and this will be, I think, our 4th year in the school doing the job readiness seminars.
For participants, the student-run workshops were a boost to their motivation for the days ahead.
We kind of started vision boards and started thinking on, what we see for ourselves beyond this. And with this, it was more concrete, what am I doing, career-wise, what's my next step? And it really helped me gel, map out my plan.
For County Report This Week, in Rockville, I'm Carolina Galeano.
Just because it's cold outside doesn't mean you can't keep a piece of summer with you. In Rockville, the newly renovated South Pool is complete and ready for you to dive in. Rock 11 Now's Colby Ford has the story.
This is what you're used to seeing right about now, snow and ice. But this is what you can be enjoying during these snowy months. Rockville's Swim and Fitness Center South Pool's makeover is complete. Construction finished just in time if you're looking to brush up on your backstroke for the summer months.
This project began construction back in July, and preceding that was the design phase. Since July, we were able to demolish the existing pool deck, replace that with a new concrete structure. We've retiled the interior of the pool, upgraded the HVAC systems, and installed a pool gutter filtration system. Behind the scenes, we've done a lot of electrical and plumbing upgrades.
The South Pool is open now, and you can sign up for their winter courses online at rockvillemd.gov/swimcenter or just show up. But if you want to see the pool before you dive in, why not join us for the South Pool dedication ceremony?
Also happy to announce we'll have a dedication ceremony on Saturday, February 13th at 9 a.m. right here at the South Pool of the Rockville Swim and Fitness Center.
The Rockville Swim and Fitness Center South Pool's $2.4 million project was the first major renovation to the pool since it was built in 1968. For County Report This Week, I'm Colby Ford.
Coming up on County Report this week, Executive Ike Leggett is honored as Washingtonian of the Year in the nation's capital. Plus, the county's Hispanic Gala has set a date for this year. Don't go away. County Report this week is coming right back.
Looking for a way to get around downtown Silver Spring? Hop on the Route 28 Van Go Free Circulator. The Route 28 Van Go Free Circulator provides rides Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to midnight and Friday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. Fast, convenient, and free. There's no better way to get around downtown. To find out more information about the Route 28 Van Go Free Circulator, including route information, visit us online or dial 311.
It's on us to stop sexual assaults.
Be more than a bystander. It's on us to hold our friends accountable.
Realize that we have a role to play in stopping sexual assault.
It's on us to get in the way before someone gets hurt.
It's on us to take responsibility, and it's on us not to look the other way.
Keep an eye on someone in a vulnerable situation.
Stop a sexual assault any way we can.
Any way we can.
If you see something happening, report it.
It's on us to take responsibility.
Be more than a bystander.
It's on us.
It's on us.
It's on all of us.
Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. We would like to congratulate County Executive Ike Leggett for having been honored as Washingtonian of the Year by Washingtonian magazine. Mr. Leggett was recognized during a luncheon ceremony at the Willard Intercontinental Hotel in Washington, D.C. Aside from the award, the executive is profiled in an article on the magazine this month. And there is a set date for the County Executive's Hispanic Gala this year. Mark your calendars for September 22nd. The fourth annual event will take place at the Fillmore Silver Spring. The Hispanic Gala brings together community stakeholders to support higher education within students from diverse communities who have financial need. Last year, 77 students received a $2,000 scholarship each, and there were more than 1,000 people in attendance. For more information about the Executive's Hispanic Gala, visit MontgomeryHispanicGala.org. Now it's time to meet our Pet of the Week. Leanne Gross joins us now from the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center with more.
Hi, my name is Leanne Gross. I'm the Volunteer Services Coordinator here at the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center. This is Teddy. He's one of the 66 dogs seized on New Year's Day. He's available here at the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center, along with several other dogs that have been made available from this situation. We also have many other animals in the shelter that are also looking for their forever homes. Please adopt, don't shop. Come see us at the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center. Our phone number is 240-773-5900, or visit us on the web at montgomerycountyanimalservicesandadoptioncenter.gov.
Due to the extremely cold temperatures, we remind county residents to bring pets indoors. The director of the Montgomery County Animal Services Division has announced enforcement for anti-cruelty conditions for dogs. Enforcement of this regulation is put into effect during periods of high heat and during conditions of extreme cold, wind, and heavy snow, which can all be damaging to dogs and other animals. The penalty for this violation is $500. Officers will be on call, patrolling neighborhoods, and responding to any animal-related emergencies. If you see an animal left outside that appears to be in danger, please call the Animal Services Division immediately at 301-279-8000. And with that, we close this edition of County Report this week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Lorna Virgili, and thank you for watching.